Hi, this is Freya from Otherworldly, and my second video is a bit of the spookier kind. Halloween's just around the corner, and it's always a big thing in Second Life, much bigger than it's ever been for me in real life. Yeah, I live in Sweden, and well, we've started importing it over the last decades. It's not that huge, and I've never been off to trick or treat or anything like that. We've actually had as a long-standing tradition here to do that for a similar thing for Easter, where you dress as a witch and you go around asking for candy when you were a kid. So I've done that, but not for Halloween. But it's big in Second Life, and Second Life for me is about fantasy and roleplay and dressing up. Anyway, so it's it fits right in. It's kind of the official holiday in some ways of Second Life. I think it's become that over the years, and I do like autumn. I like the autumn feel and all of that. So it's a great time to do something special like this. So I've set up a little Halloween corner, autumn corner of the sim, and we've got a bit of an autumn forest here, and I think we should take a closer look at this particular tree over here. Let me see. Yes, you'll see when we come in here that there are some little rock piles on the ground and these hanging figures here. And these are decorations from Paper Moon for We Love Roleplay, for setting up your little woods witch shack and have some warning signs out there so that people don't come closer, which of course they will anyway. And my very own woods witch shack, or abandoned little cabin here, is from GN for the Salem event, and it's actually the rare of their gotcha. And for once I got lucky and managed to get it on the second pull, so yay for me. And I knew right away that I wanted to set up a little scene with it because it's got a nice feel to it, and I think we'll pop inside as well and see what it's like in there. When there's something glowing, and look here, there's all sorts of things flying around, and ooh, we have a witch as well, don't we? Yes, we do. This glowy magical sphere here with cobweb on. I'll give you a closer look at this as well. It's from Aisling. I'll get myself back out again here, and it's also for the Salem event. It's not a gacha, however. It's called Old Magic, and you can have it with or without the cobwebs on. So for this case, obviously, I thought the cobwebs fit very well. And you see those well, now the door decided to close on me, so I'll have to stay inside. But in the back here we have handprints on the wall for a nice spooky warning, and these are also from that set by Paper Moon for We Love Roleplay. And then you can see that there's cobwebs all around, and that's all part of the cabin. And of course these lovely little flying friends that are all over the place. They are also by GN. They are a package of bats that they also sell at the Salem event, and I'll try and stop making people seasick by zooming around like a crazy. But let's see here, let me zoom out like that. The bats come in a number of varieties. You can have your companion bats. You'll see the ones flapping here with me on each side. And you have various wandering and orbiting bats that you can set different heights and different radius on to say how far they wander off. I set some of them a little too far, so they're flying all over the forest actually, rather than keeping to the cabin. There's also a couple of hanging bats. I've got a few around here, but I'm still working on my camera controls to keep them smooth and such, and then I end up zooming in on something, and as you see, strange things happen. But I'll get it eventually. What I'm wearing here is another We Love Roleplay release, and this is a gown from Sensifine, and it has this, a bit spooky feel to it, or kind of dark and gothic. Anyway, it's mostly black, and then it's got various dark accent colors to choose from. Got these lovely, slightly puffed sleeves, and Sensifine always makes beautiful fantasy gowns with great texturing. So she hasn't had a release for a while, so I'm really glad to see her back to things, because my inventory definitely needed a few new gowns. It always needs new gowns. My hair is from Wasabi Pills. It's called Aurora, and I'm not wearing a mesh head. I haven't started with those yet. I'm waiting for Project Bento. So this is my usual, I can't say my usual shape because I switch around all the time, but this is one of my favorites. And I'm wearing an I'm a Bee skin called Imogen on it, in the palest tone, which I thought was appropriate for this witchy character as she's hanging out in the woods, probably doing nothing good with this magical item and all these bats. I hope this has given an interesting look to some of these items. There'll be an accompanying blog post as well. I'll have a still shot, maybe with a little bit more light in, so that you can get some of the detailing in the gown. And that's it for this time. Hoping to see a few comments and see what you think about me, and yes, I promise to work on that camera work. Bye.